I don't feel no pressure when I'm in this shit. I don't feel no pressure when I'm in this shit. There's nobody looking out for me. Fuck the opposition, heard they out for me. What's poppin'? We back at it, you know what I'm saying, like a crack addict. Today, we got a new video, you know what I'm saying, I ain't never really seen this before. It's 10 guilty convicts reacting to their life sentences, you know what I'm saying. I'm pretty interested, you know what I'm saying, to see what these judges giving people out here, you know what I'm saying. You never know what somebody be doing in their life. Should be crazy. The last video, thanks for the support, thanks for the comments, thanks for the likes. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Y'all the world, y'all lit. I love y'all, appreciate y'all. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you new.
A life sentence is the worst punishment you can receive as a human being, as you will be forced to live the rest of your life in confined walls, and people don't react well when the judges take the rest of their lives away.
Actually, I really didn't. I really think I did that. I didn't mean to hurt him.
Today we're counting 10 convicts reacting to life sentences. This first video shows two women collapsing to the ground after reacting to their life sentences, even though they are 100% deserved of what was coming to them. These two women were convicted for the death of a 3-year-old girl.
Wow.
They were guilty of beating the toddler to the point of death.
Wow.
So if that isn't worth a life sentence, I'm not sure what is.
State Department of Corrections for a period of life. You will get credit for any of the time that you
Yo, but why they screaming so loud though? Look, she can't even stand up.
This team was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for beating an elderly woman to death after burglarizing her house. He has also been accused before of sexually assaulting his sister and many other people. But instead of acting all emotional, he acts extremely calmly to this punishment. Probably a little bit too comfortably, as he is seen actually falling asleep, not once, but twice during this sentencing.
With a chuckle, a laugh, and yawn after yawn, David Moses acted strangely at his sentencing this morning, appearing to fall asleep in his chair not once, but twice growing up, leading to a lengthy criminal history, including sexually assaulting his sister, then a developmentally disabled cousin, and 7 other children while he was in a group home.
This next defendant lashes out after he has been accused of torturing and murdering a 4-year-old, with accusations of putting the child in an ice-cold bath with freezing cold water and beating the toddler before brutally murdering the young child. The defendant then tries to fight his restraints in a stupid attempt to actually attack the judge for mentioning all of these accusations, but the guards hold him back, obviously.
The bruises, some of the bruises were in the shape of a belt buckle.
I ain't gonna let you, man. I ain't gonna let you sit here and say no crazy shit about me, man. No, man, because he's saying shit he don't even know, man.
Sir, the testimony showed that you put this child and other child in a shower with ice cold water.
Look, but you see though, you see, I give respect to the cop right here, to the sheriff, whatever the fuck they are, the court, security, whatever they are. I give respect to him because you see, he's trying to tell him like, yo, bro, you gotta chill, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta chill. I ain't gonna lie, if you don't know this by now, you know what I'm saying? I've never had a reason to be in the courtroom with the grace of God. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't know this by now, bro, you're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to flip out. You're not supposed to talk. You can't curse at the judge. You can't really do none of this. Because all this is going to do is going to give you more time. You know what I'm saying? And the goal is to not get more time. The goal is to get the fuck out.
Of robbery and the unfortunate death of the victim involved. It's obvious this girl was way in over her head, but the law is a crime that ended in a young man's death. Her reaction shows the girl calling for her mother, and her mother literally breaking down in tears after her daughter is ultimately convicted.
After her daughter... But why he just standing right there? Look at him. Look at the security dude. He just standing there. Like, try to help the woman up. Do something, dude. Like, what you just standing there for, gang?
Meet Jaleel Hoskins, the man that killed a mother of 5 and disposed of her body in a trash can. When Jaleel's sentence was announced, he throws the podium to the floor and has to be muscled out of the room in a chokehold position. His mother can also be heard saying she loves her son, despite the disgusting crime that he has actually committed and is guilty of.
What'd he do? Ooh. You heard her? Hope you burn in hell. Oh. Oh. They about to get it.
This defendant killed a man in an attempted robbery. The single bullet that killed the 43-year-old family man also cost Jake Hill his life. He says in the video that he is ready for his punishment and apologizes to the mother for breaking her heart and is ready to serve the punishment that he deserves.
I want to take time off to apologize to the family. I'm sorry if I did. I know it was wrong.
The fuck is that on my screen? Oh, I thought that shit was on my laptop.
Punishment for what I did. I want to apologize to my mom. I'm sorry for that. I did way better than that. I'm sorry for breaking your heart.
This millionaire defendant, Michael Marin, dies after his guilty verdict. When the judge hands him his life sentence, he appears to cover his face and swallow something. Moments afterwards, he dies on the courtroom floor.
Wow.
The autopsy later shows that Michael poisoned himself, as he would rather die than serve a life sentence in prison.
These were the final minutes of Michael Marin's story and life. How he got here is a tragic and bizarre tale. But before we tell this story, remember this moment. After being found guilty of arson and now facing up to 21 years in prison, Marin covers his face and appears to swallow something. Swallow again. But 8 minutes later, Marin starts convulsing and collapses.
This teenager, known as Austin Shymaker, murdered his girlfriend's little boy after brutally beating him. In the court, he starts crying and controversially starts and say that he didn't mean to hurt the young boy. A lot of people believe he did this to try and shorten his sentence, which didn't work, as he is now serving a life sentence behind bars.
I would give my life for Austin. I loved him a lot.
Austin Smith was completely defenseless. That's a given. But there were other dynamics at work there, including my client's inability to either control his anger or frustration and his inexperience in babysitting. Based on his short life.
I'm not buying that, bro. I'm not buying that.
What is to say he won't do this again? Well, we don't know that. I think it's completely unlikely. It was a situational, circumstantial thing.
I am a 16-year-old blonde. Probably all I have to do is cry in front of the jury, and they're going to feel sorry for me. End quote.
Afterwards, Shoemaker was sentenced to 25 years to life behind bars.
TJ Lane might be familiar to you, but if he's not, let me fill you in like one of those kids' colouring books. He was sentenced to life in prison while wearing a white t-shirt with the simple word killer on it, which shows a complete lack of remorse and shows that he is, if anything, proud of the murders that he's actually committed.
He's wildin'. He's wildin'. I'm gonna tell you right now, you show up to court with a shirt like that, bro, fucking forget about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just asking for it at that point. Like, you really just asking for it. Like, kids like him, why you give him life? For what? What is life gonna do to him? You really think life is gonna do something to him and he showed up to court with a white tee that say killer on it?
One of their mothers is actually saying how terrible TJ Lane is, all the while TJ Lane is just sitting there smiling away.
I would have snuffed him. Like, what you smiling for? Like, you know what I'm saying? What you smiling at?
You don't know kind. You're evil.
That little smirk on his face, I would sock this. Yo, bro.
Otherwise, you will haunt me. You will never, ever be in my thoughts after this. Never. My family will move on, not you. You have ruined your life, not to mention Adam's. He even gave you a ride. Nick, even gave you a ride from school. He was thinking about inviting you back to that table because he felt sorry for you. I feel sorry for you.
This California teen was sentenced before freaking out and begging not to go to prison. His family are also emotional, and it is clear that the teenager regrets the crimes he's committed as he literally starts to break down in the courtroom.
That's gonna be the end of the video. You heard? Be yourself. Don't let nobody trick you out your position. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank y'all for watching this video, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.